Hello and greetings to peoples, guys, girls, and others. Purpose of this video today, I know I started with that exact same line last time pretty much, but anyways, I've been hearing a lot of questions about, say, the global trade, no, not the global trade, what is it called? It's called the global link thingamajig in Pokemon Black and White. So basically, the global link, corporation, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, it's a new little thing they added in Pokemon Black and White where you can send your Pokemon to the Dream World, or aka the Pokemon Global Link. There you go. That's what it's called. I thought I had something at the end. Anyways, yeah, it's a fun new way that you can actually get a lot of new Pokemon with their respective Dream World abilities that are different from their original. But not only that, but you can get a lot of items that you have not been able to get in-game, pretty much. Like the, pretty much every single berry you can get. You can get a lot of hidden items and just a lot of things. It's a great thing, Pokemon Global Link. But in order to be able to even connect, you need to log on to Wi-Fi first of all with your Pokemon Black or White games using GameSync and send one of your Pokemon to sleep. And after that, you'll get an ID known as the GameSync ID, and with that ID, you need to send that to or register with that ID along with the username on PokemonGlobalLink.com or something like that. I'm not sure what the site is, but it's on Pokemon.com, so you can check it out on there, and they'll tell you where to go pretty much. And also, I'll have it posted on the video description, so don't worry. Anyways, what am I doing? Actually, I'm having some fruit now. So as you can see, the light and darkness aspect here, I'm having pineapples with some grapes. Well, one cancels the other out. But, yeah, anyways, like I was saying here, you can check it out in your little guidebook here that you got with the game pretty much. So yeah, they give you a list of table of contents. What you want to do is go to Pokemon Global Link, and they give you a little information on kind of how to do it, telling you that I'm not sure if the website is listed on here, but it should be. Or is it page 52? So first off, they tell you, give you a little welcome to the Global Link. It's a website that connects with Black and White version. Two of the primary services are the Dream World and Global Battle Union. So this is the site. This is Pokemon, www.pokemon-gl.com. So you need to go to that site. And first off, like I said before in my previous video, or 2 videos ago, or whatever, the one where I was explaining on how to get your Eevee evolutions through Pokemon.com, you need to create an account with Pokemon.com first, which is a Pokemon trainer club trainer account, pretty much. You need to create one of those, and from there you have that account, and then you take that one to PokemonGL.com. You need to log in again to your Pokemon trainer account. And then you need to make another username, basically. So you need to make a username that you'll be using respectively for PokemonGlobalLink.com. GL, or whatever you want to call it. So anyways, I don't know, you read these guys. If you guys have a little guidebook that came with the game. So if not, there's some information here that might help you. It's just basically lets you know that you need to become a member in order to, you need to create a trainer account. You obviously need a computer with internet access to use a Pokemon Global Link, and the reason that is because you're primarily going to be using Pokemon Global Link online. It's not something you can do in your game directly. So without an internet computer, you're not going to be able to get any Dream World Pokemon, unfortunately, guys. So sorry about that. You can't. You need a computer to take the next step in this scenario thing here. So yeah, it doesn't affect the main story in any way. So yeah, like I said, just to get yourself started, what you need to do is bring one of your Pokemon to the Dream World by selecting online on your C gear. So you need to turn on your C gear and select online on the bottom screen and go to GameSync and send one of your Pokemon to the Dream World. And after that, like I said, you'll get your GameSync ID for the first time. Pretty much what it says here. So yeah, and you can check your GameSync ID anytime on the main screen before you start your game. You just, instead of going to continue, you just restart your game there and go down to where it says GameSync information or something like that. I don't know. So, I don't know if does it say it here. I don't think it says anything about that anyways. But I'll go check because I don't believe that information was on here. I had to find that out for myself. Um, so yeah. After I'm done reading this here, we'll go do this firsthand. So yeah, pretty much it just tells you that once you use GameSync, log on, mix your accounts or whatever we discussed before. Pretty much once you wake up your Pokemon, you should get any new Pokemon sent to the Entre link, and I'm gonna go over that firsthand, so don't you guys worry. Oh, and in addition, you can, once you register your GameSync IDs to Global Link, you gain an access to an option called Rating in the random matchup menu of the Global Terminal. And the Global Terminal is located in the Pokemon Center there, right next to that big globe. You talk to the lady right next to her. That is, yes, that's upstairs in the second floor, and talk to her and she'll give you an option of whether you want to go on Wi-Fi to trade or something. I mean a random trade, GTS. If you want to check out some battle videos, they're all in the same place, so it's pretty simple there. And yeah, for the random matchup, you can gain access to rating. It's kind of like a Pokemon Online thing. If you guys ever played the Battle Simulator Pokemon Online or Shoddy Battle, it's like a rating system, but it's in real time pretty much. So, and also if you disconnect during a battle, you'll lose credit, meaning, I mean, your rank will go down pretty much. So, keep that in mind. But anyways, I'll discuss that later. Yeah, so as you can see, free rating and stuff. I don't know if there's any other information here that I didn't go over exactly. So yeah, pretty much click online, put a Pokemon to sleep. I'll go through that later. um I don't know, this is troubleshooting. Oh yeah, it just tells you about whether if you change the time on your DS, because you can only use GameSync once a day or something like that. I don't know, I'm gonna find that out for myself if that's really true, because it's been saying stuff like you can only use Dream World once a day or whatever. So over here you see like a little picture of what is this? This is the Pokemon Global Link itself, it seems. And it shows a picture of Reshiram. Wait, hold on a second. It's like so shady. And some items pretty much they received. So we're gonna go through this on Pokemon Global Link. And we're done for the description. Now, yeah, so if you guys have any questions, no, I'm kidding, this video's not done yet. So yeah, now moving on to the Nintendo DS, we're gonna check out what's going on and hopefully answer a lot of questions that you guys have. I don't know. Alrighty, Freddy, guys. Yeah, we're back here, and what you want to do, of course, is first to start this off, turn on your Pokemon Black and White game there, and make sure your internet is on if you're using like a Verizon Files or something, or Linksys that requires you to switch on the internet pretty much. Of course, get that done. Now we'll start your game. And lower this volume a bit, because, yeah. Alright, so obviously, start button, let's see here. Well, pretty much, if you didn't get GameSync yet, you'll have to, I don't know if you get it through here exactly. You probably have to register vice versa, but we're not going to go through there yet. I believe if you, because I've already got GameSync on this Nintendo DS, so I'm not sure if it registers to the same DS or whatnot. It might maintain the same number throughout, so I'll have to check about that. But for you first timers that are trying to get GameSync without or whatever, yeah, first off, you want to turn this on or turn it off or whatever, but at some point you're gonna have to turn it on to get to GameSync or whatnot, or internet or wireless or whatever you want to use on here. Alright, so I'm here checking out a picture at Fano's house. And by the way, to use GameSync, you don't have to be in Fano's house. You can be anywhere, so you can use GameSync anywhere in the game, so it's not to worry. So now, just go down here and you need to click online. So if this is your first time, you're going to be using GameSync through here. And first of all, before you put a Pokemon to sleep, you need to have at least 1 or 2 Pokemon in your PC, because that's where you're going to be deriving your Pokemon from. So now save your game. You're at GameSync over here, and you're going to be using the bottom screen pretty much. Hey, let me see something. Alright, so first off, if you haven't connected to online with, if your game isn't connected to your DS, I guess, in other words, you're gonna have to do that. And what you don't want to do is use a different DS from now on. You're gonna have to use the exact same DS each time you connect to Wi-Fi. Because if you don't, you're going to lose all your information. So that's pretty bad. You don't want that happening. Especially that could mess up your global link connection to your game. So always use the same DS. And if you're gonna use a different one, be sure to transfer the information to the other DS. So this way, you won't get messed up or anything, lose Pokemon. So now it says, please wait a moment. This is for you first timers that are connecting to GameSync for the first time. And this takes long, actually. It takes about 3-4 minutes to get it to work sometimes. So we're gonna be basically sleeping here. So good night, guys, and let's catch you all tomorrow. Okay. Nah, it should be done at some point. So over here it says GameSync. My DS is a little phasey because I don't have it on a perfect ground, so I might have a hard time keeping it level. So bear with me, as Ass Ketchum might say. No, I'm kidding. In his anime, when the Japanese translation comes on, he's like, when he's about to battle or something, what do you call the translation of some of his phrases come out to be, please bear with me, or they're like, nice to meet you, he's like, please bear with me or something. I don't know what the hell. This is weird, some weird translations in the anime. Alright, so like I said, this is gonna take a while, and yes, finally, as you can see, you get your GameSync ID for the first time. So actually, this proves that each time you restart your game, you'll lose your GameSync ID. So make sure if you're gonna connect your ID that you don't lose your ID or anything. I mean, not lose your ID, but you don't restart your game, because if you restart your game, you're gonna get a different GameSync ID. So be careful if you have your account connected to Global Link already, as you won't be able to use that account for the new ID. Because keep in mind, you can only register one black and one black and white GameSync ID, but no more than one of each, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. Oh well. So anyway, it says access the Global Link website for further information to complete the setup and use all features of GameSync. Read the instruction booklet for complete details. So now let's see. Yeah, this is my ID in white version. So now we're gonna put a Pokemon to sleep, and all I have here is Tepig. As you can see, it's not that I have yet to beat this game, because I've beaten it like 3 times already, but I had to restart to get some more items, because it's like, well, anyways, that's not that important. So now we're gonna put Tepig to sleep. Yay, it's sleeping. Now it says you can let your Pokemon play in the dream world on the internet. Your Pokemon has been tucked in. You must set up GameSync settings to play Dream World. See, that means you cannot play it on your DS. You need to have internet access in order to get this to work, pretty much. Oh, this is going to be another 30-minute video. So yes, as you can see, this is a pretty lengthy process. It's been like about, I calculate like 3 to 4 minutes for that last scenario there. So now we just watch Tepig fall asleep here. And as soon as it's fast asleep, you hear a sound that appeals to be snoozing to some degree. Alright, so let's watch and watch and watch. I'll raise the volume to make you guys sleepy. Tepig fell asleep. It's sleeping soundly. Yeah, I hope you guys didn't get bored there, because it was like taking long. Alright, so that is it. Tepig is sleeping. Now we're done with that. What you need to do is, wait, what the hell did I do with my camera? Yeah, like I said, you need to connect with GameSync now. So let's see. Yeah, we're pretty much done with the DS here. After you do that, be sure to save your game, because I'm not 100% sure if it's saved or whatever. Also, Fennel will notice that you sent your save file, but as you can see, I mean, I don't know how she checks. I don't know, she check her own profile. Like, watching everyone. No. Alright, let's see. This is the girl that maintains the... There's something called a battle boxer. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a look at this. It's not really anything crucial. Alright, so anyways, if you check your PC, you'll also notice that Tepig is gone. So, any Pokemon you send to the Dream World will not be in the box. So you're gonna have to derive them back from the Dream World. And if you don't have internet access, you're gonna be pretty much screwed because that Pokemon will be lost forever. Got it? So be sure to retrieve it as soon as you're done with the Dream World, pretty much. And yep, if you don't have internet access, that Pokemon's gone forever. So, just to be on the safe side, just send a Pokemon that's not as important to you, or, you know, one that you can afford losing, or whatever, in the worst case scenario. Just, I don't know what's capable of happening online. You know, anything's possible. Alright, so we're gonna save the game. We got, 2 Yorteries, a Pansage, and a Beetle. I mean, what do you call that thing? Oh, I forgot. Patrat. There you go. Patrat, Lily, Lollipop, or whatever. Alright, so anyways, we're done here, and we're going to move on to my black version, because that's where I want to take this process, since I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this file forever. Alrighty, guys. Stay tuned for the continuation. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. I was gonna mention this earlier, but I mean, I already probably mentioned this earlier, but you can check your GameSync ID anytime on the main screen. But I just want to go through this because I don't want you guys to fret in case you don't know how to find your GameSync ID, because this game's not really specific on a lot of things, so I don't want you to get lost, because I kind of got lost at the beginning here. So anytime you want to check your GameSync ID, just go here. This is my white version ID. I mean, not like if you guys steal it would matter, because I'm gonna restart this anyways. Nah, I'm playing. That's I don't think there's much anybody else could do if they stole your ID. I mean, because they don't have your game, so it's not really gonna make a difference. The only thing is probably the other guy can't use it. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, you can check your GameSync ID anytime there, and it tells you you need to access the Global Link website and enter the GameSync ID above to set up GameSync at the website. So, probably pretty obvious, but as soon as you log into that site, you will be opted to register pretty much. So register your Pokemon Global Link account with that, kind of connect it pretty much. So you're connecting both, so essentially you're connecting 3 things as a joint account pretty much. Kind of like banking, but not no money involved really. Except for the companies. But anyways, yeah. So you can check that anytime here, just before you go to the continue screen pretty much. Alrighty, so we are done now and moving on to Pokemon Black version.